All right, Archons, it's Brobnar89 back with another groundbreaking discovery. I keep saying that every single day, and I still have not opened a groundbreaking discovery. And it is groundbreaking my heart. It seems unlikely that it'll happen today, though, because this is a Star Alliance Shadows and Sanctum deck, so we'd have to hope for a very lucky Maverick to have that groundbreaking discovery in here. Although, groundbreaking discovery would be slightly less great as a Maverick because there would definitely be no scientists. There might be some in Star Alliance, but anyway, not likely that we're going to see that, but we will see a doorstep to heaven. Ooh, yeah, spicy opener. Love it. Love that. Okay, let's hope for some gatekeepers to help make that even more important in the deck here. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Oh, wow, that's so good. That 2, you know what would be better than 2 would be 5. But we're not going to see that here. First or last, okay, so getting some purging of either the highest power or the lowest power. Very nice. Hold fast. Badge Magus goes nicely with hold fast. You can get some good uses out of hold fast there. Cleansing Wave. Let's hope for some ways to do pinging damage in Shadows, Kerwallop or something. Seneschal Sargassa for a little bit of capture. A second one of those. Nice. So that's really good because you can capture a lot of your opponent's amber and then eliminate it with the doorstep. Strange Ordination. Always happy to see that. Burst. Love that. Ooh, a Urian. Speaking of burst, there's some more. A second Urian. Okay, very good. A third Urian. Wow, so these Urians go wide, not tall. Doesn't seem like there's a lot to boost their armor in here, but there's 3 of them, so that's pretty good. So that's a, you know, your opponent's more likely to let that slip than a Urian with like shoulder armor and Larry of the Lake that they know they have to address. But, you know, you'll just reap for the 2. But that's still pretty good. I like this Sanctum lineup because the 2 doorsteps are just, like, your opponent has to be worried about that. And if you can keep them off again and again with the Seneschals until you get to your doorstep and then they get all that amber back and then you blow it up, it's going to be real good. Really good burst potential in there. Mac the Knife. Very fun. Use that every turn, and just for reaping, if nothing else. Scally Caper, very cool. Skirmisher, and you get to destroy your opponent's creatures. It's on their battle line, but oh my gosh, such a great card. I love that one. Blatant Thievery. That's interesting. Okay. Borrow, always happy to see that R. I love Borrow. After a neighbor of Little Nif fights, steal 1. So that's pretty cool with Badge Magus. You could put this next to, you could put Little Nif next to Hold Fast or something, and then Badge Magus on the other side, so you can use Hold Fast more than once. Or the Sargassas would work with that. That's cool. We'll see what else might work with Little Nif. Whisper. Okay, so a little bit of spot control there. Francis would go nice next to Lil Nif because he's Skirmisher, and then you give your opponent 1, and then you're immediately stealing it with the Lil Nif. A second Francis, okay. Loot or Pillage, very nice. Mug, a second Mug. Shoulder ID, okay. So the 2 mugs go pretty well with the Sargassas, the 2 Sargassas, because you can then make that captured amber into yours. Also great with Loot or Pillage, with the doorstep if you need to capture instead to get them down enough instead of doing the stealing. You can then later delete it on a future turn. Double Francis with all the stealing in here is pretty neat. Actually, I say that, but no, I'm thinking actually we need to have more stealing for Double Francis to be pretty good. But next to Little Nif, that could be neat. You know, Might take some time to set that up, but yeah, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, Mac the Knife for that off-turn use, and then shoulder ID. You can put Urian back there. You can put Whisper, I guess. Mac the Knife probably would be happy back there. Yeah. All right. Moving on to Star Alliance. Ooh, this is a very strong first card, Captain Val. Keep that in the center, and you can play a card of the non-active house on your turn. That is excellent. Whoa, Encounter Suit. That is really good. That is really, really good. Very happy to put that on Val. Urian would be pretty neat to have with that, or anything with a bunch of captured amber. Mac the Knife with Encounter Suit, that could be very strong. That's cool. Maybe even Little Myth. Very happy to see an Encounter Suit here. Amber Vac also goes well with the Encounter Suit because that creature is going to keep capturing amber, and your opponent can't. It's going to be hard for them to remove it. I also like Ambervac with the 2 doorsteps. Pretty strong. Biome Discovery. Okay. Get a little peek. Grand Alliance Council. This is really strong. One of the best board wipes in the game. Very good to see. Kirkar, a little bit more of that taunting. Kincan. Second Kincan. Shield You Later. Okay, so finally we see something that could work well with the Urians. That's going to help boost up their armor so you can get a little bit more off of that. If we see Light of the Archons in here, that would be really strong. Technobabble to stun a creature and each of its neighbors. Very good. Share a house, of course. Use friendly non-Star Alliance or return 2 friendly creatures to each upgrade to their owner's hands. We'll take a look and see what these 2 Unity or Discords might be good for here. I'm thinking Urian Reaps might be the best. Add Shield You Later and then Reap with Urian. Might be the best use of them. Fighting with something next to Little Nif could be good. Like the Francis could be good. Mac the Knife obviously wouldn't make any sense. Badge Magus could make some sense for further house cheating purposes. Yeah, not bad. This looks like a pretty neat deck. I really like, this is so strong. There's not a lot of ways to delete Amber in this set, so this is very, very, very strong. Excellent to see that. Let's go ahead and count the Amber Pips to start with. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So a little low on the Ember Pips, so you definitely need to be reaping, but we have lots of opportunities to do that. Let's take a look at the creature count. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 creatures. I think 17 actually, because I think I counted the Caper. I don't think you can count the Caper as a creature since you can't actually use it. So not a decent number of creatures, not a huge number of creatures. But again, those Urians are going to give you a lot of value if you can especially use them off turn. And we have a decent bit of house cheating between Badge and Magus and the 2 Unity or Discord. So you might be able to get a bit more use out of your board than you would otherwise. The taunting, and of course, Captain Val helps you to get more efficient turns so that then you can get back to turns where you're using lots of cards on the board. The taunting as well is going to help us to keep those key creatures safe, and Mac the Knife, you can use it on any turn to reap, so that's pretty strong. Interesting. In terms of Amber control here, Kincan is pretty weak for Amber control. Ambervac 1, also not super strong. 2. Lil Nif, I guess. 3. 4, 5. 6 and 7. So I wish there were some more big amber capturing or something, because you're really relying on those doorsteps to do a lot of work for you, and you don't have a lot of ways to set them up to be very successful. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to make full use of them. On the other hand, because you have 2, if you play 1 just to stop check for a turn, that's okay. You can hopefully set up the other one better a little bit later. And definitely looks like a neat deck. Checking the board control real quick here. We've got Grand Alliance Council. Not a lot. Did I miss anything? First or last? Is that it? I mean, there's a couple of like pinging damage things and the Francises. And Mugs. Okay. But not a ton in terms of the board control, so you're going to need to do some rushing here and some house cheating to make this deck really work. I like the efficiency. I like the encounter suit with some pretty good spots on it. And of course, double doorstep is pretty neat. But I think this deck might struggle to get all the pieces to work together in tandem. Definitely looks like a neat one, though. This is Brobnar89 with another groundbreaking discovery, and I will catch you next time.